Alawa Horse Riding. Alawa had been drawn to horses since before she could even walk. As a child, while other kids played with dolls or kites, she clung to her father's hand, insisting on spending hours at the family stables. The scent of hay, the glint of polished saddles, and the rhythmic sound of hooves striking the earth became the background music of her childhood. Her favorite horse was a deep chestnut mare named Saffron. Alawa had grown up riding her, often at dawn when the mist still clung to the fields. Her father used to say, "A rider is not born in the saddle, Alawa, she's born in her heart." And you were born riding. By the time she turned 25, Alawa was renowned in her village as a graceful and fearless horsewoman. Wherever she rode, heads turned. She wore her long black hair tied in a braid, her posture upright and elegant, her smile wide and untamed. To her, horse riding wasn't just a hobby. It was her language, her freedom, her identity. Her family had always been close to the world of horse racing. They owned several strong, agile horses, and every year they participated in the regional races that drew competitors from across the district. The stakes were high. Not only were trophies and money on the line, but also honor. For generations, winning the annual race was a mark of pride. This year, the Vega family, Alawa's family, entered their prized stallion, sleek, black, and impossibly fast. Thunderheart was known for his stubbornness. Few riders could handle him, but Alawa could. She had a gift for calming even the wildest of creatures. And Thunderheart, for all his strength, had learned to trust her. On the morning of the race, the entire family gathered at the race. The field buzzed with energy, spectators shouting, vendors selling snacks, children cheering as riders warmed up their horses. The sound of drums filled the air, announcing the start of the big event. Alawa's father placed a hand on her shoulder. "Remember, daughter, winning is not just about speed, it's about knowing your partner. Trust Thunderheart, and he will trust you." Alawa nodded, her heart pounding with anticipation. She wore a simple white tunic embroidered with golden threads and tall black riding boots. Sliding onto Thunderheart's back, she felt the familiar surge of power beneath her. The stallion stamped the ground, ready to fly. The race began with a thunderclap of hooves. Riders leaned low, their horses kicking up dust as they tore across the track. Alawa held steady, guiding Thunderheart with light touches, whispering soft encouragements. At first, they kept to the middle of the pack. She knew better than to burn all their energy in the first lap. Then came the final stretch. She could see the leaders just ahead. A rival family's bay stallion and a gray mare, both powerful and fast. The crowd roared as the finish line approached. Alawa leaned forward, urging Thunderheart on. The stallion responded with a burst of speed that sent a shockwave through the field. They surged past one horse, then another. For a breathless moment, it was neck and neck. Thunderheart's mane whipped across her face. The world narrowed to the pounding of hooves and the flashing line ahead. And then, they crossed first. The stadium erupted. Cheers, whistles, and applause filled the air. Alawa slowed Thunderheart to a proud trot, her smile radiant as tears welled in her eyes. Her family rushed to meet her, lifting her down from the saddle, hugging her tightly. "You did it, Alawa," her younger brother cried. "We won." Her father, usually a stoic man, had tears glistening in his eyes. "No," he said softly, "she won. Our daughter, the horsewoman of the Vega family." That night, as lanterns lit up the stables and the family celebrated, Alawa stood beside Thunderheart, stroking his glossy coat. She whispered, "We did it together." For her, the victory wasn't just about the trophy or the glory. It was about honoring a lifelong bond between a girl who had been born with the spirit of a rider and the horse who had carried her heart across the finish line. And as long as she lived, Alawa knew she would always be happiest in the saddle, riding freely into the horizon. The end.